Okay, let's try this again. We're trying to break the tie going on in Group B, and it didn't work the first time, so we're trying again here. By the way, I thought it was kind of interesting. This is, first of all, before I get ranting there, this is Iris versus Hwasin. This is take two. Iris being here in the yellow on the left side of the screen, and Hwasin being in brown on the right side of the screen. And I actually forgot to check what map this is. I think this is Ungaro Crater from the look of it, but we'll find out in a minute. I thought it was kind of cool how it's kind of been working out that these players are all, I mean, they're all tied for a reason. I mean, well, I mean, for a reason, obviously, but yeah, basically they've all been showing that they're evenly matched in many ways. For instance, in the groupings, Jelizerk beat Hwasin, and in the first tiebreaker, Hwasin beat July. In the groupings, Iris beat July, and in the tiebreaker, July beat Iris. So, yeah, it's just kind of been crazy like that. And, yeah, in the groupings, Iris beat Hwasin, and then in the tiebreakers, Iris also beat Hwasin, actually. So that's the only odd part there. So I guess we can almost statistically expect Hwasin to lose this match, which might come out interesting. Honestly, though, I'm not expecting it. I think Hwasin's been playing a little bit better lately in general, so I'm going to call Hwasin to win this one personally. We'll see what happens, though, obviously. Just because, I mean, if you saw Iris versus Light, Iris just kind of got stomped on, and Light's been playing some fabulous StarCraft lately, but, okay, this is not Ungaro Crater, after all. What the hell map is this? Oh, this is... No, I don't know what... Fucking A. Maybe it's Persona. No, it's not Persona. Okay. I'm sure there's probably like 20 comments right now telling me what map this is. I'll put it in the description when I figure it out later. I just don't remember the name of it. I think I recognize it now. Anyways. Where was I? Oh yeah, so Light's been playing really well lately, but I really don't think deep down inside he's quite as good as Hwasin. I don't know, maybe he'll change my mind coming up. I mean, he's definitely changed my mind. I thought he was a second-class player, and he's definitely showed me differently lately. Anyways, so both players kind of getting... No, I'm sorry. Not both players getting. We see Hwasin going for that factory while Iris, rather, is getting... He got that command center early on. He's getting that barracks down now. And, yes, I know I ramble at the beginning, but honestly, what the fuck have I missed right now, okay? I can wait a few seconds and then talk about the difference in strategies, because nothing's going on yet, okay? So now... yeah, so Iris getting that expansion up very quickly, and Hwasin getting his tech up very quickly. I don't see a command center down, an extra command center down for Hwasin. He's floating his barracks over right now. He's getting that factory down. He sees that expansion for Iris, so... Okay, so yeah, he is going, in fact, for that, extra expansion right there. Very smart move on both their parts, actually. Very smart on both their parts. Iris sees that his expansion has been scouted, and he gets that bunker up, and Hwasin has got to know that Iris is going to do that, and going to be able to hold off those vultures pretty easily that he's going to send out. So he's not going to be able to rush in and take that out with his vultures, so he's going for that command center himself. I mean, he is going to have those vultures, and he's probably going to be able to do a little bit of damage with them early on. Maybe if he can get him past into a supply line, then he might be able to do a little bit of damage. But in the meantime, he's getting that expansion up himself, so that he's not behind economically later on in the game. So honestly, at this point, I have to give a little bit of advantage to Iris, because he's going to be economically ahead, and he's going to be able to hold off that attack there. Hwasin rushing in, though, he's getting his forces around up that little ramp to the other side. And this could be very, very bad for Iris. There's another ramp at the other side of that little ridge that he can get around and move those vultures in. He's going to take some pot shots here at some SCVs. Takes out 1, 2 SCVs, but he's going to get chased off by those Marines. And it looks like he might have a couple others coming in the front door. Both of them have their expansions up now. Hwasin has his up. He's camping that vulture up there at a nice little spot right above the supply line, and taking some more pot shots there, getting another factory up for Hwasin there. By the way, I first said brown. I realize he's kind of orange color now. Not that really matters. Iris, though, with a starport up. Hwasin getting a starport up, too. He has that armory up, so he's going to be able to get Goliaths out pretty quickly if Iris does go for some raise there. Iris now kind of pushing out. He realizes he's kind of defeated Hwasin's little push there, and he's trying to push out himself, trying to put some pressure on there. Which is good because, I mean, that's basically kind of how he won the last game, was just by putting pressure on Hwasin, constant pressure. I mean, honestly, that's kind of how he's won a lot of his big games, Iris. And now Iris coming in here, and looks like he tried to get some SCVs there, but Hwasin's tank and a couple Goliaths coming in at just the right point there. It looks like Iris is not getting control tower, so he is just going to kind of get some raids there. Just trying to do some picking off with that Wraith. Yeah, just kind of trying to slow Hwasin down by taking a couple pot shots there. But Hwasin already has those Goliaths, so it's not going to really do him a lot of good to have Wraiths out right now. He's going to be able to kind of move around a little bit and pick SCVs off. But yeah, Goliath coming in there now. He doesn't have Cloak, so it's not going to be that big a deal. Although Hwasin not having anything against Cloak, we'll probably see him get something for cloaking pretty soon, just because that's, I mean, we saw that before, and he wants to be prepared for that. Hwasin actually getting dropships out now, so Hwasin going for a very long term game here, working on those dropships, and they're showing, yeah, that ridge there behind Iris's expansion. I don't remember for some reason I don't remember the name of this map, but I really don't like this map because it is imbalanced because of the spawn points. Different spawn points are more defensible than others, and this is a good example where, you know, for instance, the top right spawn, you have like a bridge that you have to cross to get to the expansion, and it's kind of difficult to get across there, whereas this bottom left expansion where Iris is, he has a freaking ridge above his expansion where Hwasin can drop stuff all over on top of him. It looks like, whose dropship is that? It's freaking yellow and orange. Why are the Terran versus Terran matches always the same fucking color? Anyways, Iris poking around with his Wraith there. He sees that starport. He's just kind of picking away at it. He's got to know that there's dropships out now, although he probably saw them earlier anyways. Floating his barracks over. Smart move on his part, putting that barracks kind of out, basically behind that ridge. And Iris going in with a dropship himself. No, he's falling back with that dropship after all. Maybe he's not going to drop after all. Oh, wow. Hwasin dropping into the corner here, just ferrying his forces up that ridge instead of going in the front, and Iris is probably going to be able to bring his forces back in time to hold this off before too much damage gets done. But, okay, his SCVs are kind of bunched up there. A couple SCVs gone down, but really, Hwasin losing a lot of forces here in this attack, and Iris losing 4, 5, 6, 7 SCVs now. So he was able to do a significant amount of damage after all. Really, I think Iris probably should have just, you know, dropped. Well, I guess he didn't have enough dropships to really go and drop on that force. But he really should. I think he should have saved his SCVs, honestly, and just waited for those tanks. But what happened. I guess he probably saved his tanks from getting hit by throwing the SCVs out there. We do see Iris getting now an academy up. He's going to try and get some comset centers up. Hwasin already has comset up, probably because of that Wraith he saw. He wanted to make sure that he didn't get caught by cloaking or anything like that, since that was what Iris tried against him last game as well. Hwasin almost losing that dropship there, but his Goliath coming in there, driving off that Wraith just in time there. So well done on his part. So yeah, a very interesting game so far. Dropships already be coming into play, even though not. And yeah, now we see. Okay, he's put that supply depot there. He's floated his barracks out there as well to spot for that expansion in the 6 o'clock position and the spot dropships coming in. Hwasin, however, again ferrying his forces up that ridge, doing an excellent job of that, being very clever about it. He's got that supply depot up there to spot for it, but this is going to be a much harder position for him to worry about. Hwasin targeting that dropship. No, he's not targeting the dropship. I'm sorry, so he's going to get completely owned if he'd blown up that dropship, honestly. I think that would have been a better move on his part.